If you've ever eaten cow dung, you know it doesn't taste good. So how can you make it sweet and tasty? First, collect fresh cow dung in the morning. Put it into an iron pot, add water, and boil it for half an hour to kill bacteria and germs. Then use gauze to filter out the liquid. Only keep the plant cellulose that the cow did not digest. Put it in hydrogen peroxide to soak. Hydrogen peroxide will decompose and release active oxygen, which can remove soluble impurities, destroy organic matter that produces odor and dark pigments, and turn the fiber from dirty green to clean light white. Next, put the cellulose into dilute sulfuric acid and keep stirring. The structure of cellulose itself is very stable. Water and ordinary enzymes can hardly enter the inside and cannot react with the glucose units inside. But acid molecules can penetrate into the inside of cellulose, destroy the hydrogen bonds between fibers, and make the tight structure expand and loosen. After reacting for some time, slowly add water to dilute the acid solution, pour it back into the pot, and heat it to boiling again. At this time, the acid acts as a catalyst and can make the cellulose macromolecules undergo hydrolysis, cut off the glycosidic bonds, break the long-chain cellulose into short-chain cellobiose, and finally completely break it into single glucose molecules. After some time, you get a mixed liquid containing glucose, water, and residual sulfuric acid. But sulfuric acid is a strong acid, toxic, and not edible, so it needs to be neutralized. You can add calcium carbonate to the solution. Sulfuric acid reacts with calcium carbonate to generate insoluble calcium sulfate precipitate and carbon dioxide. After filtering out the precipitate, you get a relatively pure glucose solution, but it still contains a small amount of pigments and humus. You can add activated carbon to absorb all these colored and odorous macromolecules. The solution then becomes colorless and odorless, clear and transparent. Finally, heat the glucose solution gently. As the water slowly evaporates, the sugar liquid begins to undergo caramelization reaction and becomes thicker and thicker. When the color turns amber, you can stop heating, pour it into molds, and wait for it to cool and harden. Congratulations! You've turned the smelly cow dung into a sweet caramel candy.